Yep, pigs can be total scaredy hogs, especially around Halloween.
Am I exploiting Radar's psychic gifts?
Look out! It's the Norfolk ghost!
I'm Cara, the manager of Ralphy's Retreat. We love pigs, and this is a pig sanctuary. In our little corner of the world, people care a whole lot about animals, and pigs are no exception. They have so much personality. They're social, playful, clever, and they can get themselves into a whole pile of trouble. Sometimes, I think they're living in a world of their own.
Yeah, that's right. You've heard of ghost hunters? Well, this is ghost grunters because I'm a pig. Get it? It's a totally 100% new idea, and it's totally 100% mine. It's species specific. And that's a good thing too, because pigs can be really, really superstitious. You didn't know that? Well, see, you're already glad you tuned in. Yep, pigs can be total scaredy hogs, especially around Halloween when the sanctuary can get a little spooky for all the animals. Like when Cara was out walking with Applejack.
If you're driving down from Hanover, yeah, that'd be great. Oh, I wouldn't buy a lot of stuff for the trick-or-treaters. No, we don't get a lot of those. We don't really get too many kids. We're just too far out in the woods. What do you see, buddy?
Oh no! It's the Norfolk ghost! Somebody warn Radar that the Norfolk ghost is back!
Ralphy's Retreat is pretty secluded, and we love it that way. The closest town to us is Simcoe. It's about half an hour drive from Ralphy's, so you get the idea. We're way out there. But you know what? Being in the woods is a great place for a sanctuary, especially for some of the animals who've been raised in tiny apartments or in city spaces. We've got so much room for them to roam around in. The retreat might be out of the way, but it's not isolated when it comes to things like sounds and smells and experiences of all kinds. And the animals here can sense things in our woods that are sometimes beyond the range of what I can sense. Pigs' eyesight is actually their weakest sense. They don't have the ability to focus the same way you or I do. This makes them really easy to startle. Now, their hearing is a little bit different. They have very sensitive hearing, and they can pick up sounds from quite far away. This is really important to a prey animal so that they know if there are predators around.
Hey, I heard that. Who you callin' prey?
The pig's best sense is definitely their sense of smell. Pigs can smell things way before they hear or see them, which is great for finding food. They're amazingly attuned. I often notice them hearing something or picking up a scent, and I wonder what I'm missing. And those senses are quite different between the animals, of course. We don't just have pigs here at the sanctuary. For example, our resident donkeys are Radar and Applejack. Unfortunately, Radar was born with no eyes. Radar is really lucky to have a friend in Applejack. He's always there to help his buddy along. Applejack is definitely a very nice donkey.
Nice. Applejack tells us that Radar is the only one who can keep the dark spectral forces at bay. And now that I'm a ghost grunter, I'm gonna find out whether that's the entire story. And I tell you, there is more to this story than meets the eye. This isn't the first supernatural occurrence we've seen here at the sanctuary.
So there was this video floating around a while back that supposedly captured Pigfoot stomping around one of the pens here.
I was just minding my business one day when I looked up, and there it was. Pigfoot. Casually strolling through the yard like it owned the place. Huh. Luckily, I had my camera on me at the time and was able to get a video.
From one tour to another, the clip was actually pretty well done. I mean, for a fraud. It was obviously just Cara in a Pigfoot suit, but not every pig saw it that way.
Huh? What? Pigfoot's back? Oh my gosh!
I still think about Pigfoot every time I'm in that pen. I swear, I can still smell it.
Applejack was the one behind that video, so when his name turned up in all this Norfolk ghost hoopla, I got a bit suspicious. He may have the others fooled, but I'm no piglet. I can smell a hoax even if it's buried 25 feet underground.
I'm an old-timer, so I'll tell it to you straight. Bigfoot is real. Applejack told me so. He also told me that because Radar was born without the power of sight, he had a special gift of communicating with the spirit world instead.
That's why my name is Radar, because I'm tuned into that mystical frequency.
But here's the thing. Around Halloween, those frequencies just get stronger. Radar gets better at predicting our futures and better at seeing across to the other side. But the other side also gets better at communicating through radar.
You see, I'm like a two-way supernatural radio.
Oh, yes, indeed. Things get at their spookiest around here when Radar communicates with the Norfolk ghost.
The Norfolk ghost.
The Norfolk ghost!
They say the Norfolk ghost lives at the edge of our woods. Well, at least Applejack says that.
That Norfolk ghost is at its happiest when the pigs thank Radar for his psychic gift.
Everybody's gotta pay that supernatural price.
Yep, because you wouldn't want to see the Norfolk ghost when he gets mad. Not if you want to keep this a happy Halloween anyway.
Oh, brother. Have I mentioned that I hate Halloween?
Step right up to see Radar the Fantastic. That's right, folks. He's the donkey blessed with the power of second sight. Discover your own future while also keeping the Norfolk ghost at bay. Please be warned that some of these readings may be too intense for younger piglets. Listener discretion is advised.
I wanted Radar to tell me when I should be pig dropping my next rap single. Instead, he told me the date I'm gonna get whacked. The ghost told him. Aw, man. Now I gotta tell Two Pig.
Oh my! Radar told Gus and I we might be running out of time to have a litter of our very, very own. Oh.
Annabelle's right. But Radar also said we could change that sad fate as long as we paid our tribute to the ghost.
Guys, I don't know about any of this.
Step right up, step right up. And remember, one treat always goes to Radar, and then one treat always goes to the great unknown.
Okay, but what about one treat for Applejack? What was that loudmouth donkey getting standing in the center of all this? I decided that I was gonna start digging for the truth, like I was digging up truffles.
24, 25, 26, so many treats! We're laughing our jackasses off here, buddy!
Maybe this ghost grunter was on her way to discovering a hoax.
Ralphie's retreat has taken in so many animals over the years. They've come to us from all over the place, from Simcoe to Hanover, Port Elgin, Alma, and even St. Thomas. Root, for example, came to us all the way from Montreal. And Sparkles joined us from Barry, which is several hours north of here. Henry and Dolly, all the Tusks, share one thing in common. They didn't know each other before they came to Ralphie's, but they all originated from the city of Hamilton. My little Joy is such an amazing little pig. She's so sweet and friendly, but she's had a lot of trauma in her past. Unfortunately, she was attacked by several dogs and she lost her one ear. Thankfully, the other ear was able to be reconstructed, but even today, she is dealing with some trauma and some fallout from that experience. There is such a need for good homes, and especially places like our sanctuary, where the pigs can not only live a wonderful life with other pigs, but also can start to heal from some of the trauma that they've dealt with. There's so much we can do to keep the pigs happy here at Ralphie's. Aside from the basics, they want to have fun. The mud baths and running through the sprinklers in the summertime. And the treats are what really makes everything work around here.
Treats rule everything around me.
Once you've seen a truly happy pig, you can't help but do everything you can for them. They've dealt with some pretty scary stuff, but I'm not frightened to do my best for them. We don't give up on each other. I know the pigs won't give up on me, so I won't give up on them.
Welcome back to Ghost Grunters. Applejack claims Radar can communicate with the Norfolk ghost. They have everyone spooked and they're raking in treats in the process. I think they're up to no good. It's time to root out the truth. So listen, the Norfolk ghost has been a scary legend around these parts for a really long time. Just ask Joy.
If I went down to the woods today, I'd be in for a big surprise. A big, super frightening surprise. Around Halloween, I know that I could see the Norfolk ghost behind every tree. Its floating white sheet, its bright glowing eyes, its high-pitched cackle. No thank you, not this heifer. Better to just pay Radar and stay on the ghost's good side.
But what if the thing that's got every pig shaking here turns out to be nothing more than a shakedown? Oh, I am so gonna win a Peabody Award for this.
I don't like Hermione bringing her cameras around here and insinuating these things about me. Am I exploiting Radar's psychic gifts? Nay! I'm just helping a friend to keep his books balanced. For services rendered, he needs me to make sure these animals actually pony up. You guinea pigs were the first ones that Radar tested his predictions on.
Sure, you always test on us first.
But you're always the last ones to pay. I'm only trying to protect you from the ghost. Everybody knows that joke about you crossing to the other side. But did you ever consider that the other side might mean life into death? I'm just worried about you. The Norfolk ghost demands that Radar get paid. Oh, sure. Now you're checking out. You know what I predict, Radar? I predict that business is going to be booming all the way through Halloween.
Okay, sure.
Well, why are you being such an Eeyore about it?
I feel kind of bad, Applejack. Aren't we stealing everybody's hard-earned treats?
That's the whole point of this time of year, isn't it? Tricks for treats.
It was time for me to step onto the scene as a ghost grunter. Listen, boys, I'm totally onto your scam.
What scam?
Oh, come on, this whole dog and pony show, the ghost, the psychic predictions, the treats.
She's on to us, AJ.
Are you okay, Radar? Why are you coughing? Is it your guilty conscience?
Why is he coughing? He's just a little hoarse.
I see what you did there. Listen, I'm not planning on exposing you. I just want my own cut of those treats. JK, obviously, like the kids all say. Clearly, I was just working undercover like a boss.
Then you better have some kind of trick then to offer us too. What can you do for Radar and I?
Ooh, can you sing?
Like Christina Aguilera. Oh!
That's not bad, actually. Maybe a bit pitchy.
Look, I don't want to be a part of your show, boys. I've got my own show. It's called Ghost Grunters. Maybe you've heard of it.
Where they expose frauds?
That's right. But I'm willing to bury any incriminating footage that I've got of you for a three-way split of the take.
You've got nothing on tape about us. And we can't have anybody cutting into our bottom line.
If they weren't going to give up the ghost that easily, well, then I'd have to do it the hard way. I left them to go dig into my videotapes.
Radar the blind seer. Oh, I don't think I can do this anymore.
Well, if that pig squeals on us, we'll both be out of business. So we better make hay while the sun's still shining.
Okay, but only a few more predictions before Halloween, okay, Applejack?
Fine. But we've got to jack up the amount of treats we're getting for those last predictions by really, really scaring them. So start with the most gullible pigs, like Joy.
Oh, poor Joy.
If I was gonna bust this ghost, I'd have to pour over my own footage. What dirt did I have on these two?
We're laughing our jackasses off here, buddy!
And so what's the significance of the turban?
Applejack says it's like having a cash register on my head. I mean, the Norfolk Ghost says it helps me channel psychic messages from the great beyond.
You're gonna leave all of that on the editing room floor, right? I'm gonna remind you one more time. Radar and I haven't signed a single release for your program. If this ends up on TV, you'll be sorry.
And while I was getting my proof together, Radar was coming up with an all-new way to scare poor Joy.
Joy, I sense a great tragedy in your past.
Yes, yes!
Something about teeth and claws.
Oh, yes! A dog bit off my ear. It was so horrible. How did you know?
Oh, dear. I'm afraid I still have more terrible news.
Oh, how frightening. What is it?
The Norfolk Ghost has shown me a vision. It is a vision of that same dog coming back to take your other ear.
Oh, no, oh, no. Is there anything that I can do to stop this terrible vision from coming true?
Yes, my child, there is. You can talk to Applejack about our convenient, easy installment payment program plan.
Oh, bless you both.
Well, I'd seen enough. That was the last barnyard straw. Sure, I've been known to take advantage of the odd sow now and then, but at the end of the day, a hog's gotta have another hog's back. It's just a species thing. So this pig was gonna get down in the mud now and fight back.
We love our beautiful sanctuary here in Norfolk County on the shores of Lake Erie. There's a lot we have to manage every single day to give the pigs a good life. And we need to put on a jolly good show for our visitors. Ladies and gentle germs, let's keep our sanctuary safe and germ-free. At Ralphy's Retreat, we take biosecurity very seriously. When visitors arrive at Ralphy's Retreat, they first of all have to sign in with me. During that process, we also talk about where they've been in the last 48 hours, if they've been out of the country, if they've been to any other farms. All visitors sign in, they sanitize their hands, and they walk through a sanitizing foot mat. Pigs and humans are actually genetically very close, so it goes without saying that some things can be transmitted between humans and pigs and vice versa. So we want to make sure that nobody comes here sick and makes our animals sick, and we don't want anybody's health to be compromised because they're coming into contact with things here at the sanctuary. The wait period to visit the sanctuary varies depending on where you have been. If you have been out of Canada, we ask that you wait 14 days before visiting the farm. And if you've been to a country where there is known pig diseases that are very rampant, we ask that you don't visit at all.
What? But that would mean less ticket sales.
With intensive farming practices worldwide, swine often carry diseases that carry and spread really quickly and quite rampantly. Many of those diseases are airborne. So we need to be particularly careful that our little herd here doesn't catch anything. So anyone who's been to a commercial farm should be particularly careful about coming here. One of the other issues is that some of the pig diseases around the world are so contagious that there is a 100% cull rate on them, which means that any pigs that come into contact with them are killed. Thankfully, a lot of those diseases are not in Canada yet, but there's always the possibility. So we want to make sure that we already have provisions put in place to protect our animals here. Members of the public are only allowed to visit Ralphy's Retreat on a guided tour. We're not open to the public otherwise, and this is again to protect the people and the animals. One thing's for sure, when visitors leave the sanctuary, it's second nature to wash their hands and walk across the mat, because they understand why we're taking the measures we are. The common factor here is that everybody loves the pigs and nobody wants to be that person that made them sick.
Welcome back to the finale of Ghost Grunters. Using my mad investigative skills, I figured out that Applejack and Radar had been using the Norfolk Ghost to make their hay. They'd also been taking advantage of Radar's blindness to rob everyone else on the farm blind. Just in time for Halloween, I was going to use some tricks of my own to steal back everybody's treats. So that's my plan, Rupert. What do you think?
I think I hate Halloween. Have I mentioned that?
But you hate Joy being taken advantage of even more.
I do. But will the cat be up for this plan of yours?
Twinkle? You're not even ready to experience that girl's skills. She is not kidding around.
Then I guess let's get supernatural.
Rolling!
What a bunch of stupid fools they all are. I love it when a long day's scam pays off. Don't you, Radar?
How dare you two jackasses!
I didn't like when this part happened at all.
How dare you two jackasses pretend to be in league with the Norfolk ghosts? You have pretended that Radar the donkey possesses second sight, when he does not. Everyone knows that cats are the true familiars through which the spirit world can speak, and so tonight you will be punished.
Oh, I love this part. I can't.
Cat called us out, and now she's gathering together her dark forces.
There are no dark forces, dummy. We made this whole thing up.
But you heard what she said. And how do you explain her creepy voice?
Admittedly, her voice is terrifying, but there's still no such thing as a Norfolk ghost.
I don't know, Applejack. I think I'm gonna sleep standing up tonight.
We always sleep standing up.
And action!
Oh my gosh, what was that?
Look out! It's the Norfolk ghost! It's coming to get us!
Treats! Give me my treats!
Nah, I don't think we were laying it on too thick. They both deserved it. They almost swindled the whole barnyard.
Did I mention that I love Halloween?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not real psychic.
The Norfolk ghost demands that you return every treat you stole from this commune of pigs.
What about a 60-40 split? To be paid out quarterly, and in the ghost's favor, of course?
See, now, this is where we might have gone too far. Remind me to never cross Hermione. Or the cat.
I was really impressed with Twinkle's performance. Mind you, I'm the one who wrote all her best felines.
Please don't hurt us, Lady Hellcat, please!
You wanted to barter both of the ears from the innocent sow, Joy. To atone for this sin, the Norfolk ghost now demands a payment of 2 donkey eyeballs.
Well, you heard it, Radar. I mean, you're not using them for anything, so...
2 functioning eyeballs.
Oh!
Let the record show, I thought this eye thing was going a little far.
Rupert's a really good pig at heart. He reminded me that I couldn't show that level of violence on TV anyway. This is Ghost Grunters after all, not the Blair Pig Project.
So the next morning, we finally apologized to everybody and gave them back all their treats.
We did. Including the treats we'd already eaten, because we kind of pooped them out in terror.
Then the ghost told us that Applejack could keep his eyeballs after all, as long as he shared them with me, and as long as we both used them to see the light.
Be a better barnyard citizen. That turned out to be the donkey to this whole sorry episode.
But what an episode it was. I am getting renewed next season for sure.
A lot goes into keeping pigs happy and healthy, especially pigs that have had a rough start in life. But that keeps me and everyone at Ralphy's retreat motivated to do the best we can. And we really see the work pay off when pigs interact with visitors to the sanctuary, human or supernatural.
I never found out where Twinkle got her acting training, but she really was the cat's meow.
Who said I was acting? Happy Halloween.